Red Max. Boy, I love me some Red Max, man. Red Max is a damn good product, man. They make a freaking, they're right up there, dude. I ain't never had a Red Max, nothing that wasn't Boss. Okay, y'all, good morning. It's Monday morning and we're getting ready to go. It's 5 minutes after 8, Francisco. So yeah, I appreciate all the comments on the video yesterday. I know it was kind of long, man. You know, sometimes you get on the old soapbox, you know, and just kind of go a little bit deeper into the thinking process. But, you know, that is the thinking process, right? And if you're not thinking while you're out here, then you're not, well. But today, it's another week, man. You know, a couple things been going on though, you know, in the business. Well, I had another customer pass away, and her son called me yesterday afternoon, and we're no longer going to be doing that property. Yeah, and there's another property that we lost, and I knew we were going to lose this one. I don't know if I put it in the video last or 2 weeks ago. Aside from the one that died, we lost that one, of course. A lot of times that's what happens. And he said he might call us, you know, if they, you know, they're going to do a little bit of remodeling and stuff and going up selling the property. They said they might call us to do a cleanup or something before they put it on the market. You know, cool. But the other customer is the one where I hated the yard, and it was a push mowing yard mostly in the back, and it's brutal. So, but she got married, and now her husband is going to be doing the yard, and I kind of had a feeling that was going to be happening because last time we was over there, and I told Zach and Francisco, they done bought a weed eater, and it was a commercial Echo weed eater, probably a $300 weed eater, not their top one or nothing, but it was a kind of weed eater that, you know, straight shaft that you buy if you're going to be doing a property like that. So, and that stopped me from spraying last time and everything, because, well, I kind of had a feeling that we weren't going to be doing the property anymore after I saw that weed eater box, you know, and I was right, because she just texted me and told me the story that, you know, she got married and that her husband is going to start doing the yard. And I get it, that's cool, you know. She told me that when we first started doing the yard 3 years ago, that you know, that she was going to be getting married. I didn't know it was going to take that long. I forgot all about it. But, you know, that's the kind of thing that's why you don't want to drop customers out here, because you never know when you're going to actually get dropped yourself. So, yeah. But that's the kind of thing that happens, man, you know, when you're doing this kind of work. You always got to be preparing, man, for the worst. I don't ever like losing customers though, but it's inevitable. You know, I picked up 3, lost 2. It's that kind of thing that is pretty consistent throughout pretty much the whole time I've been in business. Undercover, I'm kind of glad that we are not doing that one where the lady got married, because it's all push mowing in the back, and it was going to be, that yard was, and so it was, she paid us good, but that yard was going to be, hang on. Okay, well, that's not good. Francisco has got an emergency in Mexico, y'all. Yeah. He left me a long voicemail, and I just saw the voicemail. So probably would have done this route a little bit different had I saw the voicemail last night. Sometimes the voicemails don't come in the phone very quick. It shows that he left the voicemail last night at 10:30, and it's a long voicemail. But I don't, anyway, I just talked to him, and he's got to go to Mexico probably for about 4 or 5 days. So this week he won't be out here working, and that's okay. I mean, it ain't nothing that we can't deal with. I may get Katie to come out here when we do the $1 Million Street, because the $1 Million Street this week, yeah. So now that I know that I'm going to be solo, it's okay. I'm going to have to fudge things around a little bit. Yeah, but it's okay because, well, at the end of the day, we're getting, I don't know. Well, hell, we done lost. We've lost 4 properties in the last 3 weeks. 3 of them are because, well, 2 of them is because somebody moved, or they moved. One of them is because somebody died, and the other one is because somebody got married. So there's all kinds of reasons why you'll lose customers out here. You don't really lose the customer, because when people move, a lot of times they'll move, if they move close by, they'll call me and I'll be doing their new property. When people die, a lot of times family will take over the property and I'll end up still doing the property. That's the nature of this business that we're in. But there are some jobs that's just mandatory for us to have more than just me and Zach. Yeah. Like the $1 Million Street. But that really, us losing the one with the lady got married, I saw that coming, man. I knew that was going to happen, and she's going to be the type to call me back, because well, that backyard is really something to cut, and y'all been over there before. It's where they had all the stuff growing in front of the gate, and I cut that back, and the grass is always freaking, shin high, and it's real thick, and you can't get a riding mower back there. So I kind of suspect that he'll cut it a couple times, maybe even finish out this season. But if she got married, they're probably going to end up moving, because she's a lawyer, and I believe who she got married to is a cop. I believe. I've seen a patrol car over there a couple times, when we were working or whatever. So I'm happy for her, and I'm undercover happy for us. But that's going to definitely make it where I don't buy another push mower, because moving forward, I'm not trying to take on no more push mowing properties. Not where, we can't, where the only mower that'll go in the back is a commercial 30. If the gate ain't bigger than 30, then I ain't gonna want to do it. But this changes everything for the week. And business owner, man, you always got to be on your balls, and you always got to be on them, man. You always got to be on your heels, trying to, Francisco not coming in this week is gonna hurt us some, but not as bad as it would if we hadn't lost, 2 customers on this route on this week. But there's probably 1 or 2 that's on today's route that I'm going to move to tomorrow. I got a lot more freedom now that Francisco's going to be off. And every week as a business owner, and I'm not complaining, but But every week it's something that happens out here, and it's life, really. You know, the ebbs and flows of life and running a business, and that's what the channel is really all about. The ability to pivot and stick and move and all those slang terms is critical, right? So now I know what I mandatory minimum need to do today for us to get things done based on the expenses. See, we were going to have one day this week where there was nothing on the list. We were going to basically mow for 4 days. And then this weekend, me and Francisco, and now I don't know, when family stuff comes up and it's an emergency in another country, a lot can happen. So, I live in a preventable world. I don't like for problems to creep up on me. I'm always scratching and clawing at the calendar in case something happens. With labor, the weather, the customers, the vehicles, the equipment, whatever. There's always stuff can happen. So, yeah. But I'm gonna pull up to, I got this one here that I'm gonna be doing. It's an 80. And it's pretty easy, man. I did it. I've done it by myself a couple times. It's where we had the Bobcat and did the back 40 over here. And the good thing I like about this particular type of Bermuda here is that it doesn't grow fast. It's not like the same Bermuda grass that we planted or the sod that we laid over there where we did the 6 pallets of sod. That shit's growing like crazy, and they are already calling me ready for me to come cut it, and they're not even on the list until the weekend. So we're gonna have to, I'm gonna have to get home today and shovel a lot of stuff around to make sure that we can do the weekend work before the weekend. That's what we're gonna have to do. Me and Zach can handle it though, man, with our efficiency and our preventable thinking that we usually live in. It's gonna help us get through this week where I can move a few things around and all that there. So that's what I'll do. And I'll call Francisco, make sure that he's going to be back for Sunday, because if he's not, then I don't have to worry about doing that job on Sunday. I can do it on Saturday, because Sunday doesn't give me any room for error. I was really uncomfortable doing that pine tree job over there on Sunday. I have my reservations about doing it on Sunday. I'd rather do it on Saturday, and then in case something happens, I got another day to get shit right before next week rolls around. I don't want to be having to go fool with a Bobcat job, 20 miles away on a Monday morning next Monday. I got to get it done over the weekend because they're coming to get the dumpster on Monday. That's the only way they can get a dumpster out there quick enough. Is if I and it did save a few dollars on it, but if I didn't agree to that, where they were only going to have it out there for 72 hours, if I didn't agree with that, then it was going to be another 2 weeks before I could actually get a dumpster for the whole week. A lot of things that probably contributed to that. We had a big storm, and and the storm was such a big storm on a massive scale that it's going to take years for them to get all that cleaned up, and the dumpsters are all out. And see, if I had listened to my voicemail also, I probably would have, before I sent Zach on to do that route, I probably would have had him help me over here with the 2.5 acre job, because I'm going to be cutting the 2.5 acres solo, and it's very doable. But for the money it pays, you need 2 mowers over there. Really, it doesn't pay enough to have one mower over there for 2 hours. But I'm solo, you know, so I'm on this big one. So what I do is I go on and weed eat where I'm gonna weed eat at. That's the first thing that I do. Especially on, well, sometimes, you know, there's always been a big not a big controversy, but, you know, just a discussion about, you know, weed eating first or last or whatever. When I'm solo, I can, you know, weed eat when I get ready, right? I can do it either way. I do like to weed eat first because, well, to me it's faster and I can use the mower to clean up. I just weed eated this one. Right about it, and that's another reason why I like to weed eat first on 90% of the properties, give or take, is because, especially when it's really hot, well, by the time, like, my body just started heating up, you know, as I got done, you know, so now the rest is a breeze. I'm sitting on a mower with the breeze running through my hair, you know, with the cush seat. That's all I got left over here. And see, if I'd mowed first, I'd been burning up, you know, or my body temperature would already be up. And then I get done, you know, bumping around on the mower. Then I got to walk around and weed eat. And then I got to do what? Well, I like to use the mower to kind of clean up so I don't have to do all this walking around the property like this. So weed eating really first really benefits that kind of thing. Now, if you're on a property that you don't know, that is knee high and you don't do it regular and you know, all that, then, you know, you probably would approach things a little bit different. But on the regular lawn maintenance stuff where the grass is never that high, and I know exactly what to weed eat, and I know exactly where the mower can and can't get, you know, that's what I do. I weed eat first. And though now I've been here about 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes, and I just started sweating, right? But as soon as I get on this mower, I don't have to worry about getting off the mower until I put it on the trailer. So it ain't like you're up and down and up and blah, 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 blah. To me, and, you know, and I'm not, you know, saying anything bad against anybody that does it different, you know. I'm just explaining why I do what I do, which is what my channel really is. Sprinkled in with a little bit of southern sass, you know. But yeah, done weed eating, and I've been spraying a little bit over here each time, and it's paying dividends. It's paying dividends. So if I had not already weed eated, then I wouldn't be able to blow everything off. So this saves time. I don't care what anybody says. Alright, y'all, so I just got a call from one of my commercial people, and they got a bed and breakfast that we've been doing, and they want me to move it to every week. So that's pretty good. I mean, it ain't a bad paying property. It's close by, so that'll make up for one of the ones that we lost. So here's the bed and breakfast right here. It ain't much, but these folks get probably $2 grand a week out of this place, no lie. I don't know what it is about the city I live in, or the, you know, Sonoma, Georgia, but this is it doesn't look that bad. I mean, it's a little bit tall, but it's not nothing major, man. I'm gonna put you on time lapse so y'all can see me cut this front, but there's only 22% of battery, so yeah.